doesn't have quite that much time, and that's Brexit. 82 days and counting to Brexit. There is no way that Theresa May, despite everything she said today, is going to get this vote through Parliament, is there? It's just not going to happen.
It seems very unlikely. I mean, we need to wait and see when she comes to the Commons this week if anything significant has changed in her proposals for the withdrawal agreement and the political declaration. But as it stands, and certainly listening to her on the MAR programme this morning, it doesn't sound like much has changed. And that being the case, then no, the vote won't go through. I certainly won't be one of the MPs who supports it.
She was also asked what her plan B was, and she doesn't have one. I mean, that is truly alarming, is it not?
Well, I don't know that she doesn't necessarily have one, but maybe she just doesn't want to share it with us. I mean, for me, it's very straightforward. If Parliament can't come up with a collective view about what the next step should be, and let's not forget it was Dominic Grieve, for one of his amendments that I backed, that said that Parliament should have a role if the vote fails. If Parliament can't come up with a consensus, then for me, it's the biggest democratic decision we will have made, the biggest decision about our economy for generations. We have to ask the British people whether the Prime Minister's deal is good enough, yes or no. That's what we'll need to do.
OK, now Ken Clarke, the Father of the House, said yesterday that Article 50 should be pulled in order to bide more time. Do you agree with him, yes or no?
Well, I think it's more around what we're allowed to do with Article 50. Certainly, if it were for the purposes of holding another referendum, then yes, I think the European Court of Justice have been clear that they would allow us to do that, to pause it or extend it. Yeah. If it's just to go back and negotiate some more, then they've been really clear they won't let us do that. We can't play with it. It's a serious thing, revoking or delaying Article 50. So there are very strict criteria about when we can ask for that. And as far as I'm aware, it would only be if we wanted to revoke it completely and stay in, which I would be quite content with, or if we decide we want to ask the British people. But just to renegotiate and tweak a little bit more, no, we wouldn't be allowed to do it on those grounds.
Indeed. Heidi Allen, thank you very much indeed.